You know what nobody talks about? What it's really like to turn 80. Everyone says congratulations and you look great for your age, but nobody sits you down and tells you the truth about what changes. I'm not talking about the birthday party or the cards from your grandkids. I'm talking about the stuff that happens after everyone goes home. The things you notice but don't really want to say out loud. The way your body feels different, your friends start disappearing, and your kids start treating you like you forgot how to think for yourself. This isn't about being negative or trying to scare you. It's about being honest. Because the people who do best after 80 aren't the ones who pretend everything's the same. They're the ones who know what's coming and figure out how to handle it. So let's talk about what really happens when you hit 80. Not the pretty version you see in retirement commercials, but the real version. The one your doctor won't tell you and your family doesn't want to hear. Because knowing what's ahead doesn't make you a pessimist. It makes you smart. First thing you'll notice is that your phone stops ringing as much. It's not that people don't care about you anymore. It's that there are fewer people left to call. Your friend Mary who called every Tuesday? She's in the nursing home now and doesn't remember your name. Your neighbour who used to chat over the fence? His kids moved him to Florida last month. One by one, people just disappear from your life. Some die, some move away, some get sick and can't visit anymore. And what hits you hardest isn't just missing them. It's that nobody new is taking their place. You'll find yourself thinking about something funny that happened 30 years ago, and there's nobody left who was there to remember it with you. You become the only keeper of your own stories. That's a lonely feeling, even when your house is full of family. But here's the thing. Just because your circle gets smaller doesn't mean it has to disappear. Some of the happiest 80-year-olds I know made new friends. They joined groups at the senior centre. They talk to the grocery store clerk like she's family. They volunteer at the library. They don't wait for people to find them. They go find people. Your body starts acting weird too. Not sick exactly, just unpredictable. Monday you feel fine. Tuesday your back hurts so bad you can't get dressed. Wednesday you feel 20 years younger. Thursday you're exhausted from doing nothing. It's like your body can't make up its mind. You never know which version of yourself you're going to wake up as. That makes it hard to make plans. You say yes to lunch with your daughter, then the day comes and you feel terrible. She thinks you're making excuses. You know you're not. But how do you explain that your body just doesn't work the same way anymore? The worst part is you look fine to everyone else. Your kids see you at Sunday dinner when you've saved up energy all week for 4 hours. They think you're doing great. They don't see Tuesday morning when it takes you 20 minutes just to get out of bed. This isn't complaining. This is just how it is. Your body at 80 is different than it was at 70. Learning to work with it instead of fighting it isn't giving up. It's being smart. Your family starts treating you differently too, and that's hard to swallow. Your daughter wants to drive you everywhere, even though you've been driving just fine for 60 years. Your son starts asking questions about your money like you suddenly forgot how to count. They mean well, but it feels like they think turning 80 made you stupid. You find yourself having to defend choices you never had to defend before. Yes, you can decide what to eat for dinner. No, you don't need someone checking on you every day. Yes, you know how to take your pills. The trick is staying in charge of your own life before other people decide you can't handle it anymore. Money starts feeling different too. You do math in your head that you never had to do before. If I live to 90, will this last? If I get really sick, then what? These aren't fun questions to think about, but not thinking about them doesn't make them go away. Having honest talks about money and what you want if you get sick. These conversations are hard, but they're gifts. Gifts to yourself and to your family who won't have to guess what you wanted. You go to more funerals than birthday parties now. Every month there's another service for someone you knew. After a while, you start feeling like you're reading the last chapter of a book where most of the characters have already left. Some mornings you wake up sad for no particular reason. Well, there is a reason. You miss people you'll never see again. You miss jokes only your old friends understood. You miss being part of a group that knew you when you were young and full of dreams. But something beautiful happens too. When you've lost enough people, you stop taking the ones left for granted. Every conversation matters more. Every laugh is more precious. You stop saving your good dishes for special occasions because you realize every Tuesday is special if you're here for it. Fear creeps in sometimes, and it's not always fear of dying. Sometimes it's fear of living too long in the wrong way. Fear of becoming a burden. Fear of losing your mind before your body gives out. Fear of ending up somewhere you never wanted to be. These fears are normal. Everyone has them. But facing them, talking about them, making plans for them takes away some of their power. The scariest thing about being afraid is feeling like you have no choices. When you make your own plans, even plans you hope you never need, you stay in control of your story. Time feels different too. You have less patience for stupid stuff and more patience for what really matters. You stop caring what strangers think about your choices and start caring more about how you spend your days. Things that used to seem so important don't matter anymore. Things you never noticed become fascinating. You might spend an hour watching birds or talking to the checkout person or calling old friends just to say you love them, because you finally get that time for saying important things runs out. Pain becomes part of daily life, but it doesn't have to ruin daily life. Your knees hurt when you stand up. Your hands hurt when you open jars. Your back hurts when you sleep wrong. Some of the happiest 80-year-olds I know hurt every day. They just don't let the pain run their whole lives. Sleep gets tricky too. You might be wide awake at 3 a.m. thinking about everything and nothing. Or you might fall asleep in your chair at 2 p.m. not because you're lazy, but because your body needs rest in ways it never did before. You and your body have to learn to work together instead of you just telling it what to do. Some days that means going slower. Some days it means changing your plans. Some days it means celebrating small wins, like making it to the mailbox without getting winded. Your memory gets picky about what it keeps. You might forget what you had for breakfast, but remember exactly how your mum's kitchen smelled when you were little. You might not know what day it is, but remember every word of a song from 50 years ago. Your brain starts keeping what matters and letting go of what doesn't. The world feels like it's moving faster around you, not because time speeds up, but because you slow down. Technology changes too fast to keep up. Young people talk in ways you don't understand. Sometimes you feel like a visitor in a world that used to feel like home. But you also see patterns that younger people miss. You've lived through enough changes to know that most of what feels urgent today won't feel urgent in a few years. You develop wisdom that only comes from watching the world turn for 80 years. Hope changes too. You stop hoping for things that won't happen and start hoping for things that might. You stop planning years ahead and start planning months ahead. You stop saving experiences for someday and start having them today, because you know in your bones that someday isn't promised. And here's the amazing thing. Despite all the hard stuff, many people after 80 become more themselves than they've ever been. They stop saying sorry for taking up space. They stop pretending to like things they hate. They stop wasting time on people who drain them and spend more time with people who fill them up. They get honest in ways that can shock people. They'll tell you exactly what they think about your haircut, your life choices, your attitude. Not because they're mean, but because they finally learned that life's too short for fake politeness. If you're getting close to 80 or already there, this isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to get you ready. The people who handle this stage best are the ones who see it clearly, not the ones who pretend it's easy. You're not falling apart. You're changing. You're not becoming less. You're becoming different. And different can be good if you let it. If this made sense to you, let me know in the comments. Tell me one thing that hit home or something you hadn't thought about before. Your stories matter, and they help other people feel less alone. If this video helped you, please like it and share it with someone who might need to hear this. And if you want more honest talks about getting older and making the most of whatever age you are, subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss new videos. Thanks for watching. Remember, getting older isn't about giving up. It's about becoming the realest version of yourself you've ever been. And that's something to be proud of, even when it's hard.